All right, well, welcome everyone. We'll give it another few moments, just as I know some people are joining. So if everyone could just sit tight for another 30 seconds and then I will kick things off. And given that this is more of an information session than anything else, we have kept everyone's mics and cameras off for the time being. There will be an opportunity towards the end to come off mute and ask any questions. But if you do have a burning question, please feel free to pop it in the chat or the Q&A. I'm happy to get questions from either of those sections. But hopefully I will cover most of your questions throughout the session. Now, we will be recording this, just given I know that some people have already apologized for not being able to attend and would like to view the recording afterwards. So we are recording already. All right, and I may get started just given that we have quite a short period of time to get through a lot of information. And as I said, I would like everyone to get the chance to ask questions. And I do have some questions that some of you have already sent through. And hopefully I will answer many of them in this presentation, but I will address any at the end that I maybe have not covered. So good morning and welcome. Oh, good afternoon, actually. Time has flown by. And welcome to our information session about becoming a mentor in our program. Now, my name is Sarah McLachlan, and I am the General Manager here at Inspiring Rare Birds. As well as running the team, I myself am also deeply involved in managing the mentoring partnerships, and I am really happy to see so many of you are keen to learn more about beginning a high-impact mentoring journey with us here at Rare Birds. Now, to kick things off, I would like to begin by acknowledging that no matter where we are dialing in from today, we are on Aboriginal country, and I would like to pay my respect to the traditional custodians and their elders, past, present, and emerging. Now, I'll begin the session today by introducing Rare Birds, and then we'll get into some of the nitty-gritty of becoming a mentor and what the mentoring program entails. Now, as a social impact organization, it's important to us that you understand and are obviously aligned with our mission and our values. So Rare Birds was founded by Joe Burston in around 2015. A successful entrepreneur, Joe was concerned by the need for more diversity in the tech and startup space. Our mission then and now is to open up opportunities and entrepreneurship to everyone, people of all ages and diversities in all industries. We work very hard as a community of practice to advance economic equality through mentoring, education, and community. Now, the Rare Birds mentoring program has amassed hundreds of highly experienced leaders and business owners, all determined to move the needle on diversity and inclusion by passing on their hard-won wisdom and helping others to succeed. This goes far beyond just theory and textbooks. These people have actual lived experiences of building or leading successful businesses. We also run masterclasses to educate our community on different aspects of business where they have become a subject matter expert. And we also organize networking events for people to meet and share insights and ideas with one another. And this is done either online or in person. This way, knowledge is really spread and we are able to support and become a connected community of practice. We are currently at around 70,000 people all over Australia, and I'm very pleased to welcome you all here today. And hopefully we can encourage you to join our community and sign up to become a mentor. So why become a mentor? The big question, million-dollar question. Of course, there's a multitude of different reasons, but we think these that you see on the slide are some really good ones, and I will just move quite quickly through these dot points. So the personal satisfaction of being able to give back, the chance to pass on all you have learned about business to someone who will benefit from your experience, to practice your managerial skills and guide your mentee through a key stage in their career, a boost to your own career by adding mentorship to your skill set. You'll learn as much from your mentee as they do from you, a fresh perspective on your own career. You'll feel energized thanks to your mentee's fresh enthusiasm, and you'll be involved in the Rare Birds community of mentors. Now, what are the benefits of mentoring with Rare Birds, you may be asking? Well, our programs are driven by a clear and significant social impact, which is to advance economic equality, as well as helping the individual, who would be your mentee, with their impact and the far-reaching impact that they are trying to implement. So just again, I'm just going to go through these on the slide. So our platform connects entrepreneurs and emerging leaders with a mentor who can create the most impact on their personal and business growth. You will be well supported. The Rare Birds team is in contact throughout the 12-month program to assist in maintaining strong and effective mentoring partnerships. You will become part of a close-knit community of practice with regular opportunities to meet and network with fellow mentors, including monthly online coffee and connect sessions and our private mentors LinkedIn group. You will be given exposure to the broader Rare Birds community through online profile pieces, speaking opportunities at events, webinar hosting, Ask the Expert sessions, and more. And you will be matched with someone outside your business, leading to a high impact connection that is trusting, transparent, and engaging. Now, as I mentioned earlier, our programs are designed to have a positive impact on people as well as the broader economy and communities. All of the mentors in the Rare Birds program volunteer their time, which is a minimum of 2 hours per month. Now, although Rare Birds charges a fee for the service, it runs on a profit for purpose basis. This means once our costs are covered, excess revenue is funneled back into the community and provides our mentors with online profiles and success stories, speaking opportunities, and networking events to meet up with other mentors. We believe that you can't be what you can't see. And so we celebrate our mentors and their achievements to shine a light for others. Now, who are our mentees? Through partnership with government, industry, corporations, and sponsors, we provide entrepreneurs and emerging leaders across Australia with fully managed mentoring programs to improve diversity in business. And as an example, our corporate programs provide an important reward and retention tool for high-performing female talent inside companies, providing pathways to senior leadership roles. Our government-sponsored programs provide pathways to financial independence through entrepreneurship for women from marginal demographics. Our industry-sponsored programs provide support to women in traditionally male-dominated areas such as agriculture and winemaking. They deliver professional development to enable members to grow their business and their networks. And our programs are also available to individuals looking for personal and professional development. And you'll be able to select any or all of these programs to mentor in. You can also specify if you would only prefer to mentor men or women. Now, we do have a few... Well, I'm just going to quickly bring this up. We do have a few case studies here that I will just quickly talk you through. So one of the corporates that we do work with on quite a consistent basis is American Express, and we've been working in collaboration with them since around 2019. And they run two kinds of programs with us. The first one is the Knowledge Exchange, and the second one that they have been, this will be our second year running with them, is the First Nations business program, which is a very exciting program, which we're actually just collaborating on I would say a much more intense program, which will offer a lot more value to our First Nations business owners. And the second one that you can see there is Australian Women in Wine. And this program was developed with the objective to amplify women in wine's position and to really look after that diversity and inclusion piece around this particular program. I'll leave it there. This recording will be sent out, so please feel free to have a look a bit further at those case studies. And if you'd like further information about some of the other companies that we are working with, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. I'm more than happy to give you some further information. All right, so how does it work now that we know everything about who the mentees are, a little bit about what is expected from the mentors from a time perspective? The Rare Birds mentoring program has facilitated thousands of partnerships since it launched in 2015 for both entrepreneurs and innovative leaders. Now, our matching system and ongoing partnership support are really key to the success of our program. And it really begins with a detailed profile on the Rare Birds mentoring platform. All mentees and mentors in our community have one. And much like an online dating app, the algorithm actually selects the partnership match based on key criteria from these profiles. So we obviously don't just leave it up to the algorithm, though. Our team do conduct 30-minute onboarding calls with everyone, so both the mentee and the mentor, to get an idea specifically for the mentors of your personal communication style, and to ensure that all mentors and mentoring matches are going to enjoy the experience together. And that's a really important part. We don't want to match two individuals that are not aligned and who are not really enjoying the program, having fun and learning from one another. The platform also has other important tools and resources to help you manage the partnership, such as meeting calendars and templates for setting agendas. There are also several check-ins and surveys throughout the year to ensure things are on track and provide any assistance if needed. And you and your mentee will have a partnership manager. And we do have two of our partnership managers sitting in on the call today. So a partnership manager is assigned to you and is responsible for ensuring you have a great mentoring experience. And that person is also available via email should you have any questions throughout the program. So I guess the only remaining question is, are you ready? So there is no typical profile of a mentor. We don't have a definition of what business experience you do or don't need to be a mentor, because our mentees are so diverse, and we create personalized skills and goals based matches. And we take an incredibly diverse approach to this, and obviously select from a very diverse pool of individuals. But as a guide, think about these questions. And I'm just going to quickly bring something up here on my side. And as I said, if anyone's got any questions or you feel I have not covered anything, please feel free to start popping some questions in the chat, and we will get to those in a moment. So, and I'm not going to read off this slide. I'm really going to kind of talk more from the heart and to provide you with some information and insight into, when I'm talking to a mentor myself, what am I looking for? And it starts from the beginning. So it's relevant knowledge. So ideally, a mentor should have experience and knowledge in a specific field of interest. And this obviously allows you to provide informed advice and guidance on a particular topic or area of expertise. Willingness to share is very important. You should be passionate about sharing and helping others to learn. An active listener, so genuinely, be interested in understanding the goals, challenges, and perspectives of your mentee. A clear communicator, obviously be able to articulate advice and feedback in a way that is easy to understand and easy for your mentee to action as well. Someone who is empathetic and approachable. So it's really important to create a safe space for open communication and build trust with your mentee. I think it's also really important to be someone who is open and willing to celebrate successes, no matter how big or small they are. Offer constructive feedback, so provide honest and helpful feedback that can help your mentee to improve and grow. There's some other things. Be respectful and patient, flexible and adaptable. And yes, we do tell the mentee that, given that mentors are volunteering their time to do exactly the same. So, when they are asking for an extension or to change, a mentoring session, just to be very mindful that, everyone is busy, and just to be very respectful in asking for a change, because, after the second or the third time, the mentor may say, you know what, actually, this isn't for me, which is a pity, because it could be some really drastic reason why this individual keeps on changing the time. But I think that's really an important thing as well, just to make sure that the partnership is built on trust and there's a real foundation of understanding each other's working styles. And then the last one is obviously reliable and committed to the partnership, to both the mentee and the mentor, to show up to each session. And when I mean show up, I don't mean just physically. I mean just show up in terms of your mindset and be ready to embrace whatever challenges the mentee has. And obviously, you know, they get drilled and they get as much information in terms of how, you know, the do's and don'ts of mentoring as well. So we also encourage them to come with an open heart and an open mind, and ready to absorb everything that they all the feedback and all the information they get from their mentor, but also to give as much as they possibly can from their side. All right, so I'm now going to see if there are any questions. I do have some questions on my side that did come through, and I'm happy just to go through some of these before we go to live audience questions, just given I think there may be a bit of a overlap. All right. So I have answered some of them. Someone had asked, how do you track the relationship? So as I explained, there are quarterly surveys that are sent out through our platform. They take 2 minutes to answer. It's really important for both the mentor and the mentee to fill out these surveys. It provides us with an overview and a bit of a health check of whether both parties are enjoying the relationship. And obviously, if there is a concern and maybe the mentee is not finding that they are enjoying the partnership, or the mentor doesn't feel they can help the mentee, we are able to rematch someone. Now, after the first 3 months, if you have met with your mentee 3 times, let's say, we are reluctant to do a rematch after 3 months, because we feel that by 3 months, you know, you've actually both committed. So unless it's under very unique circumstances, we will rematch after the 3-month period, but generally the rematching happens within those first 3 months. And the Rare Birds team do quarterly check-ins as well. So they will call both the mentee and the mentor and have a very quick conversation just to find out whether the partnership is still on track. Given that once you are matched with your mentee, it is quite a self-managed process. So yes, there are templates for agenda setting and there are resources available. It really is up to yourself and your mentee to set up a continuous and structured meeting time, whether you would like to do it in person if you're lucky enough to be matched with someone in the same location as you, or whether, you know, a phone call is better or a video call. It really is left up to the both of you to decide how comfortable you are with timing and, you know, the way in which you conduct these sessions. All right, so the next one here was, please outline the support resources for coaches and the scenarios they might apply. So as I just mentioned, in our platform, there are a handful of different resources available. However, we are at Rare Birds creating a series of resources ourselves based on a book called The Mentoring Roadmap. And our CEO is close to the author of this book, and we are working with her in collaboration to create some really great information packs, which will be on our website and available to download in the next few months. It says here, how is the mentor and the mentee matched? So as I mentioned, based on the keywords that are entered into your profile. So if you decide today that you would like to become a mentor with us, you will see there is a sticky note in this call. You click on that link, you express your interest in becoming a mentor. You will then have a phone call with either myself or one of our partnership managers. We will answer any questions that you have on that call. And if you say, I'm 100% ready, let's get going, we will send you a link via email that will invite you to create your profile on our mentoring platform. From there, you are able to create your profile, put as much information as humanly possible in that profile, and then you will have another session with our partnership manager where she will extract as much information as possible in terms of specific keywords that we are looking for that the algorithm uses to match you with mentees. Now, when we conduct the matching process, as I mentioned, the algorithm will match you with a whole host of possible mentees, but we do spend a lot of time really analyzing each individual's profile. We meet as a team on a regular basis because I may have a mentee, but for example, Tegan may have onboarded 5 mentors that I'm very unaware of. I don't know their personalities. I've never spoken to them before. I'm not sure of their backgrounds, and they're coming up as a match for my mentees. So we meet quite regularly as a team just to discuss the mentors in our community, so we can ensure we our success is that it is a very hands-on matching process. So you are in very good hands when we do match you, because we really have taken a lot of time to get it as humanly right and correct as possible. I've been to the question about what you're looking for in a rare birds mentor. And then in terms of the process, I did describe it quite briefly then. But I mean, if you were to click that link and fill out the expression of interest form, we could technically have you onboarded by the end of the week. And if we did have a mentee that was looking for a mentor, you could technically also be matched by potentially next week. It is a very quick process, but on the other hand, you may be a mentor in our community, but not be matched for 3 months or even 6 months. It really depends on the types of mentees that come through the program. And obviously, you know, your profile may not necessarily fit the types of mentees that we have that are active at the moment. But as I mentioned earlier, by joining the community, you're not just sitting waiting. You are involved in as much as you would like to. So we do host our online events once a month. There's Coffee and Connects where you get to meet other mentors in our community. There are always opportunities to host masterclasses. There are opportunities to speak at our events, and obviously there are opportunities to attend our in-person events, of which we do have one coming up on International Women's Day. So keep an eye open for that one, which we're actually hosting on the 12th of March. We have decided to be a bit rebellious and not host our event on International Women's Day, but to keep the conversation going and actually host it the next week on the Tuesday. So we'll make sure that all of you get an invite to that. And if you can join, we would love for you to join us in person, which will be lovely. All right, so now I'd like to open up and see if we have any questions in the chat that has come through. Let me have a look. I don't think anything has come through, but I'm more than happy if you do want to email me, please feel free to. It's sarah@inspiringrarebirds.com. I can answer any of your questions. You will also receive this recording after the session. So if you do wish to go back and something resonates with you, or you would like further information, as I said, just hit me up. But if there are no questions, then please feel free to express your interest via the link in that sticky note. And that actually comes straight through to me. And then I will assign you to a partnership manager who will be able to provide you with further information. All right, well then I will leave it at that and give you back 5 minutes of your time. But I hope to welcome you all to the community very soon. And as I said, if anyone can attend our International Women's Day, it would be lovely to see you in person. So please come and introduce yourself to the rest of the team. And that is myself, Simone, Noemi, and Tegan. We'll all be there on the day at International Women's Day. So yeah, have a wonderful day, everyone, and we'll chat soon. Bye.